let's start with Chainsaw Man because, y'all know now that I'm caught up with the manga.
Yes.
So I want to leave the one that I don't know about for last.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll talk about the last 3 episodes. How did you feel about the last 3 episodes? Because I know we had that big moment of Himino passing away. That's kind of where we left off. And then I think that was kind of the build up of the season, right? If you had a build up and a slow cool down phase in a storyline or season, I feel like the Himino death was definitely like the peak.
I feel like it was a shift to the story.
Yeah, it was like the high energy, and then it kind of went down a little bit. Not that it was completely down. Like, stuff was happening in those last 3 episodes. We got a whole new mission in those last 3 episodes. But I don't think they were as far as emotion, they weren't as high as So how did you feel about those last 3 episodes?
Well, him going against Snake and going against Ghost in that last episode, that did give me a little bit more. Also, seeing him react in the bed when he was crying over him, that got me too. I think all these are involving Aki, and I'm really realizing that Aki is really like cementing himself in my little heart. Because I'm kind of just like loving Denji and loving Power, because Power is like, she be ping-ponging for me. Like, now she's back at number 1 because the fact that she dipped the fuck out during that fight when we got introduced to the hybrid.
Or the other guy?
Samurai guy. Yeah. And he did that one move where he got down.
Yeah,
and he sped through, and she was like, I can't even read these signs. Bitch, I didn't even realize she left until that scene when they went to visit in the hospital, and he was like, you dipped out. I had to rewind and realize, she legit left.
Yeah, she left. What I'm here for.
She left Aki to die.
What I'm here for.
She said, I already know I can't win, so why am I here?
Yeah, that's me, though. Like I feel like if I really was in the anime, I want to believe I would be like, yeah, I'm starting to feel like I would just be like, you know what? Live to fight another day.
So you're not going to be the protagonist that get beat to the inch of his life just so he can have the Senkai boost?
Because surely the world needs me around for the people I can handle. Like, if there's Goku level threats, I'm going to let him handle it because...
But what if they know Goku? What if you gotta get there?
Then we just going to die. Goku. We're going to die. I'm like, Power, I'm going to go. Surely the threats I can handle need me to be alive.
Right.
Okay.
You ain't All Might.
I'm not y'all better call Makima. Y'all better call Makima.
Don't call Makima because you're gonna run out of prisoners eventually.
No, she not. It's always gonna be prisoners. It's always gonna be somebody.
But none that deserves death like that just for her little satisfaction.
I mean, she said they got life sentences.
Well, yeah,
they are murderers.
Well, yeah, I guess you can't start shipping them in from across it, but that's a lot of preparation to use your power.
I mean, she only needed 30 people. It was only 30.
It was
only 30. It was only 30.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If Bree powers of this scale run,
I would so be Makima. Oh yeah, hey Bree. Okay, Hunter Wise, I see you. Look, I don't feel like what he said. I'm morally ambiguous. I'm not morally ambiguous, but I'm like, yeah, I'll kill some murderers.
I would too, but I'll start feeling bad in the 30s. Like if I'm not.
No, it was 30, so we in the 20s.
No, because she did that twice. Remember?
Okay,
she did it once with them, and then remember when she collected their names at that Yakuza place where she in addition took everybody in the room. They took their
bag of eyeballs, bitch. I was like,
shit to do with this.
I was like, I like Makima. I'm torn between cosplaying at DreamCon as Power or Makima.
It was children too.
She said they could put them back. She said they could put them back.
She did, but imagine what you was going through, sitting on your couch watching.
They probably sleep. Not you watching Coco Melon. And
all of a sudden,
Makima said, "Look, I'm gonna need one of them eyes. I'm gonna need one of them." It wasn't that many eyes.
Well, I imagine there was probably at least one person from each person in the room, because she did say this is eyeballs from everybody in the rooms, either loved one, child, blah blah blah. I was like, damn,
Makima is that
just
bitch.
for some names.
Well, she knew they wasn't gonna give them to her, so what would you have done to her?
I mean, but that's the thing
He
too.
said creator of Cocomelon on
site. And I took notes on this too.
Not you took notes.
When you say like what else, because Makima, like, okay. I'm also coming at this because I still want to enjoy this show as if I haven't read the manga. Okay. So like I'm constantly putting myself in a place of forget this so I can still fully enjoy it, which I am. They're doing a great job of adding little scenes, giving us different angles, all that type of stuff. But I was like, this is something I didn't really think about in my first read through of the manga. She has too many abilities. And there's a little bit of, there's too much ambiguity between all of them, because the one that takes the most preparation and the one that we recognize as being a contract with the devil is the squishing ability. Whatever she like, I feel like she uses the prisoners to be able to fulfill a portion of the contract, but still get the same effect. But when she got shot in the head for the first time on the and she number one just popped back the fuck up. Yeah. She put holes in all four of these niggas.
Yeah, she put holes in them.
Huge ass holes. So there was no preparation. There was no other people to do this exchange. And she didn't seem to be missing no skin, breaking no bones, losing eyes.
But
then she has that. She has that ability. And then another one that don't seem to have any repercussions is when she was at the place with the eyeballs, and then the dude put his hand on her shoulder, and she just turned around and looked at his ass
with her creepy ass.
He started bleeding to death. So I'm like, where is her repercussions? There's some we need to really
whoever the devil is that she got a contract with, though, they're getting bodies.
Hello. And that was interesting too, because when they had them blindfolded and they was like, we're not allowed to see what devils she has a contract with, I would be pissing my clothes imagining it. I'd be like, just let me see so I don't like die.
I don't want to see it. You know what? I'd be like, Makima, I don't know what you got going on. Shall we watch the scene of her using her power when she killed those small amount of people?
I already watched many times at this point.
Did she even use all of them?
Oh yeah, she used every last one of them.
Oh, okay. I be trying to give Makima
nobody back.
I be trying to give her. I be trying to let her slide.
Try to let her slide. Oh my god. Oof.
You know, I didn't play the sound, but.
And it's these reactions though.
The eyes shaking.
Because real shit. I wouldn't know what to do. And when you start to process the fact that you can't run nowhere, you really can't do nothing.
That's what they was like you can't go nowhere.
When he had that lady held up against he was like, somebody help me. Like, what we supposed to do?
And it's like, I mean, that's quite a power. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. And then it's like she's at the top of this peak. Like,
she had a temple.
Which ones? But how do you know which ones to like? She targeted them in order. Like, she got the dudes that was attacking Denji first, and now she went around and cleaning up. So it's like, you God now? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. Makima is like the scariest person in the show. I swear to God. Like,
it's the blank stares. The eyes are too much.
I know. Oh, she is just like the worst. So that was Makima. Kind of showing us with
them hand motion. I'm telling you.
I know. I don't know. I'm so into it. I'm like, I kind of want to cosplay as Makima.
She putting that lotion on good.
Yes. I was gonna say, like, I think when I first started this, I did think maybe. I mean, I'm not saying the show isn't about Denji. I mean, having read the manga, who would you say is the main focus of the show? Is it really Denji or is it Aki?
Oh, it's Denji.
It's Denji for sure. Okay, because I'm like, there's something going on with him. Like, definitely that closing sequence which was part of the opening sequence of the show, where he was walking. It was kind of like this vision he had of this door, and Pochita said, "You can't open this door, Denji." And then he ended up being in some building with who sounds like, is it Makima? Who was that talking to him? I don't know whose voice that was talking. Somebody was talking to him. So this is all happening in his conscious or in his spirit or something like that. I don't really know what was going on. But I don't know. I'm just so scared. I'm so scared.
I'm not gonna spoil that, but that's definitely gonna obviously come back a couple times.
Right.
And although I do say, the story is about Denji, Power and Aki definitely are, obviously they are the B, if he's A, they're definitely B, but their contribution to the story is, I couldn't imagine the story without them.
Yeah, they're like, Sasuke to his Naruto.
Yeah.
Damn it. Why did I say that? Because they got the hair colors.
Oh, wait, what color is the Denji hair?
Blonde. Aki's black and Power's pink.
Damn. But I ain't gonna be able to unsee that now.
I'm not gonna be able to unsee that now. Dang it.
Now you got me going back because I was like, is his hair orange or yellow?
Yeah, it's like, it's blonde. That's blonde in anime world, basically. He ain't a red.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, damn, that's whole Naruto.
It is. But I thought I was like, is Aki because he seems to have the biggest connection to I don't even know if the Gun Devil is the main story.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing. This is
I want to know.
Great.
Can you just say yes or no?
I mean, if you're trying to do a spoiler award,
like, no, is the Gun Devil the main villain of the story, or he's just the first?
I'm not answering that.
Just want to know. You can't say yes or no.
No, because you're gonna have to look it up. Actually, when I think about the gag, I'm not about to.
Oh no, it's a gag. I'm so not ready.
Oh, there's plenty. Oh, there's so many. Wasn't it the last show where I brought up a moment with Power? I think it was with Power. It was with Power, or it was I think it was Power, and just.
Oh yeah, when you was when you. Yeah, it kind of broke you. I'm scared. Yeah. This show, because of the art style, I kind of get a feeling of what this show is. I don't know. I don't know. It's something about it. It's something about how they draw it and how they animate it.
When I say it's going to be unexpected, it's going to be unexpected. Everything that I think is a gag it's not. I promise you, it's not going to be what you think it is. I
don't have a thought for it, but that's why I was like, I feel like the show, like when I look at the art style and like how it's setting up, this show feels like the best way I could describe it is it's kind of like it's putting you in this constant like fight or flight energy. Like you're just going into like, if I feel like the chick who's in the squad, the special unit, but she just like we finna get a raise next year, but she's just constantly like booked up because of what she's seeing. Like I feel like that's kind of where the show is trying to, like, you are gonna feel like that by the time you get through everything. Like that's kind of what I feel the show is trying to show.
Tobini's a real one. Tobini is a real one. Like, although she did, definitely try to kill Denji.
Right.
She's weird. Thing. She done came through a couple times, and I was expecting she was going to have some kind of at least something to make people not just hound on her because she's scared in this world. Like, she's being forced into the situation.
She's normal.
Where she has to. Yeah, I mean, as normal as you can get when you're dodging bullets.
I mean, she a little off, though. Because the way she was holding that knife, why was she holding that knife like that?
Like,
when Aki, even like when Aki, when he was fighting the ghost demon, which that was like heartstrings with the cigarette, because it's like, oh, like she becomes part of the spirit. Like, is that what happens? Because I was wondering what happened to her soul. So I feel like I got my answer.
I'm thinking when you give that much of yourself to a demon in a contract form, there's no real clarification on what happens to your body. So I'm imagining that she did, like, in a sense, become part of Ghost.
Yeah.
But when the snake girl, that demon, and she used that command when she said to swallow a whole, I think that's like an ability. That's an ability to take over the demon or the ghost, or
so like the demon's like under your command or something like that.
Yeah, but ain't nothing stronger than the power of Nakama, and that came through.
Which one was?
The snake demon swallowed a ghost,
right?
And that was what just completed that contract with Himeno to take the rest of her body,
right?
So now the snake girl is utilizing the ghost to fight against Aki, which is essentially like, damn, Himeno died for this, and there was a moment where I think he remembered her telling him that Ghost only really attacks based off of fear because it doesn't have eyes to sense or to see. And so I guess he got rid of his fear. And in that moment, it was like, I guess she was able to speak through or act through Ghost and give him that, because
that was so sad.
Ghost just having that cigarette.
That was so sad.
That was really sad.
That was sad. He had to kill her. But I was wondering where her soul went. So that, I guess that kind of gave me some closure to that, which that's why I love Chainsawman. Like, all these little questions I be having so far, at least I've gotten some kind of, like, it's come back around to why. I enjoyed seeing Power and didn't get that ass kicked by the guy. That was so funny. The training segment. The little training segment was so cute.
That was probably one of my favorite, when they like threw the glasses on.
Them and these glasses, like, just because y'all put on glasses don't mean y'all smart now.
I love it. Power was so cute.
That's why I was like,
her character, she's so adorable.
I was like, if I cosplay as Power, I want to do the glasses. I want to do the ponytail. I'm like, just because y'all they really thought they was smart. They really
did. But I mean, if it was anybody else, because I'm imagining
that guy's a psycho.
Like, how when they first became part of the group, and Power it was before they fought the Eternity Demon, and Power was kind of like playing the field. She was like, I mean, but what you gonna do if I like just kill this bitch right now? Like, I'm thinking they constantly kind of got to be aware, or got to be, on the ready, because imagine if Power really was like, the only reason I'm doing this is so I don't die. Like, if she legitimately, that was, she's having fun, she's following them. She at this point, even if she's saying she's not, we know she cares for.
Yeah, because that closing sequence with them eating at the apartment before Aki went out to smoke was awesome. Like, that ending, yeah.
So I feel like if she was like, she didn't have that and she was constantly trying to kill them, it would be easy at some point for Power to sneak one up on you. It's too many creative ways she could use blood or whatever. But I was thinking about how Himeno like choked her up and everything. I'm like, girl, you're not gonna be on ready all the time. You really not.
That's
like, true. You can when you notice that I'm about to attack or I'm getting out of hand, you could do something. But this training nigga,
he's out of control.
He different.
He's out of control. Like, when he told him, y'all done for the day, and threw the knife at Denji in the head.
So that was around the time that I started reading the manga, and I was getting ahead of what I was seeing. And when I saw that, I was like, I saw them getting their ass kicked in the training, and then it was like, oh, he letting him off for a day off. And because I'm flipping pages, I stopped right there, and I'm like, that is dope. Like, you look at y'all really getting ahead. Like, I had that whole conversation with myself. Flipped the page and saw that knife in this man's head.
I was like, he's different. I mean, he's scary too. Like, so we finally got to see those people, like you said in the intro. There's other people that we didn't know yet, so we finally got to meet all.
Oh yeah.
The angel one, I don't really get.
The fiends.
Yeah, explain the angel to me.
So, just real quick, my favorite is Shark Coon. But
really?
Angel, yeah, I love him. You'll see why later. Like, with his interactions with people, I adore him. But Angel, he's the angel devil. He's actually a fiend. Fiends are the ones that are like, most fiends are friendly to humans. Well, not really friendly, but they don't really have like crazy animosity to humans, so it's easier for the devil hunters to tame them, which is how they got all of them now to be working for them. And Angel, he's the angel devil. When he touches somebody with his skin, if somebody touches him, if he touches them, if there's skin on skin contact, he subtracts your life force from you. And as he subtracts your life force, that turns into the amount of time he accumulates, and he can like create weapons that are strong based on the amount of years that he uses.
I'm listening. Sorry.
No, that's it.
Okay. Because I was like, I didn't get that. I didn't really get that. But okay.
We didn't get a huge explanation.
It was just like,
we didn't really see him utilize.
But my whole thing was like, why was he sent? Because they were like zombies anyways. Why are you sent in here to fight them?
Well, because they couldn't. I feel like it's this. Ooh, no, that was about to be a spoiler. With the zombies, if you can get regular humans can get turned into zombies, but the fiends can't. So that's why they sent in a team with all the, all the fiends and Denji down there to take care of it because it's less dangerous for them.
I get it. But I'm like, he don't do nothing. He just sit there and look crazy. So, I mean, I'm interested to see. It was cool to see them. I'm glad we got to see them before the season closed out. But I thought that those three, I really, really enjoyed them. And I didn't expect to. I mean, between the training montage on one, that Future Demon was weird. Devil.
Oh, but Future Demon is coming through with some words. Pay attention to Future Devil.
Really?
Pay attention to Future Devil.
Okay, because Future Devil was strange.
He was.
It was I was a little uncomfortable when he had to put his head inside his stomach, and he was just like what's what's going on here?
I'm sorry. I love it.
What's going on here, though? What's going on here? Like, it was just weird. And
like a JoJo's character.
Yeah, it was very strange. Like he enjoys. See, it was very sexual. It was like, I mean, they're devils, but it was just weird. Like, stick your head in this opening in my body, and it's so enjoyable for me. Like, it was.
I felt more so it was like he enjoyed what he was seeing in his future versus getting sexual gratification off of it. Because
I mean, it's all the same.
There's no tie-ins to that moving forward.
Okay, I was just like, it's all the same. You getting the joy from somebody putting their hand in you. I mean, it's just like, oh, so okay, girl. Aki was like, whatever. But that was interesting. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Even that the heist. It felt like a heist episode. Like, you take this, we take this one, and then zombies. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot it was fucking zombies. And this world is crazy.
I was about to say, besides Aki, all of my favorites are the Fiends, though.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like it goes right now, and my spirit is like Power, Aki, Denji, Shark Fiend, and the Violence Fiend.
No, the Violence Fiend is scary.
Oh, he's fun. He's fun. He's
scary.
He's so badass.
He scared me. I liked watching Denji and Aki kick the Katana Man in his balls at the end of the episode. That was wholesome.
Yes.
That was wholesome. That was so
I was
wholesome.
waiting to see that anime. That was so good.
Yeah.
Just seeing them have just the time of their life and this man over here writhing in pain.
Yeah. I mean, Denji is growing on me. I'm not really, like, I like Denji, but he's very one note. So I'm just interested to see him. Like, he's starting to grow. Like, he did his little training. He's like, okay. But I'm interested to see how he grows and matures. I hope there's some of that. I'm cool with how he is right now, but I wouldn't want to see him that way by the end. Obviously, as the stakes get higher and he like realizes what he's up against, I would hope that he would get a little different. But I feel like Aki gonna snap.
No.
And why that curse demon got to get so close?
He said, "How many?" He said, "How many?"
It's like his breath probably hot. I don't like people talking over my shoulders. So for me.
He was on both ends too.
Yeah, it's like, and it's huge.
Coming at the same time.
It's like, how many, and then he whisper out loud, like, damn. I don't know. It's something about that curse demon I don't like.
But that's crazy though that he only got 2 more years to live, really. To get
he don't give a
done.
fuck. He don't seem to care.
I think he wants to at least. Well, he did kind of avenge Himeno already,
right.
But he still has a thing for the Gun Devil, you know, and. Y'all collected these pieces. But if you got 2 years and you already spent umpteen years...
And he's not really strong enough to kill it either. I'm just still trying to figure out what his plan is.
Right.
Because that snake devil really... I mean, Katana Man laid you in.
That's true.
And Himeno saved your ass from those demons. So I'm like, what's really the plan?
That's true. Yeah, and you didn't beat the Eternity Demon either.
Look, I'll be watching. I'm starting to feel like I be watching shows too hard because I'd be like, okay, Aki has to have some kind of character twist coming because there's nothing in this man that's making me feel like he's setting out to do what he needs to do.
I mean, I already reminded y'all last time when we saw the Gun Devil's first attack that really wasn't even an attack. That was just him moving from point A to point B, and he blew that damn house up like that.
Right.
What you gonna do against that?
I don't feel like Aki actually
the body
has a plan.
Yeah, he's just going like, I found you.
I would be really disappointed if that was the arc of Aki. Like, he's willing to die for it, so I don't feel like he's gonna die in that fight, because that would be like, what was the point of that? Die. That's a waste of energy. There's no way, as he stands right now, that he would actually beat.
Heroes never die.
Oh, geez.
Well, he does. He
Nova,
does know
why?
that, though. He doesn't know that, though.
Like that heroes never die sound effect. Shit out. Oh God, my heart skipped a beat. Because I haven't heard that sound alert. I forgot it existed. Go ahead.
I'm trying to actually find something, but what was I going to say? What were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, I'm just like, me looking at character analysis, I just don't feel. I feel like Aki's got something coming for me, and you read the manga, you're not gonna tell me, and I wish you would, but I'm just like, I feel like Aki is something.
No, you would be mad if I told you. You really would.
I would.
And I feel like anybody in the chat that want a spoiler that hasn't read the manga,
I'm gonna go read it. Let me go. I'm about to Google it now.
No, don't. Okay, if you're gonna Google, I might as well tell you. We just had a conversation, but
you don't want to spoil it for the chat. No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Don't do it.
I stopped.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be really mad. This is something that I kind of wish, out of everything that I've seen, I wish this one thing I would have waited to see it happen on the anime.
Let me find out. Because I have a rogue theory, but I think it's wrong.
Oh yeah,
and I hope it's not right.
I was going to ask if you wanted to get into, like, do you have any predictions?
Yes.
For what's going to happen?
I have some sort of prediction. I think the Gun Devil. I don't know. my eyes are on Aki. So we're gonna figure out. Obviously, we're gonna figure out Pochita is more significant than we know, or in some way. I feel like that last scene where they're after Denji's heart, which we know is Pochita.
Right.
So we know something's going on with Pochita. Besides, he's way too cute. So we're never gonna see him again. So I feel like there's obviously something gonna be coming out there. I know Makima is not beat and do it. She don't care about these that she claims she don't care about public safety to the degree she's talking about. So we already know she working for somebody else. Either somebody else. He's a double agent. I just feel like Aki, something's gonna happen. He only got 2 years left. This is moving really slow. He can't really fight this devil. He know that, it sounds like. It's just something with him. He possibly, if I just had to throw out a random guess, which I don't really think this is it, he has some kind of repressed aspect of himself, or some memory of something that's related to the Gun Devil in some way. I don't really know. It feels like there has to be some aspect of him he is unaware of. If he's actually gonna solve the problem, there's some aspect of him he's unaware of. Or actually the Gun Devil.
Okay.
And he don't realize it. That's gonna be...
In this moment, he's currently the Gun Devil.
No, it's a repressed side of himself. I don't think Aki is actually, if he had a spirit, it's like people with multiple personality disorders. Aki is Aki, but I feel like it's repressed or something. There's some part of him that's either repressed, or it's just separate, or it's something like that. Because even when I saw the scene, the only reason that's my random guess is because when I first saw the scene when the Gun Devil killed his house, it was something about the way they shot it that my knee-jerk reaction was he was the devil.
Maybe he's the one,
or something about him triggered it.
He had a contract or something.
Something about it triggered. Or something related to his family. It's either he did it because it was he was annoyed with his brother when he wanted to come with him. And so it was inadvertently I'm just gonna kill all these mothers. Or that Mayfair witches. Right. Or the parents purposely sent them out because they knew it was coming. So it was one of them. That was my thought. It's either the parents sent them out.
A tie around to the parents. That would be deep.
The parents did it, or he did it. Because at first, until you told me it was somebody else, I was like, oh, I thought Aki did it. Like, when I first watched it, I was like, he was looking all crazy and, like, despondent. So I was like, dang, that little boy evil. Like, and then I realized it was Aki. I was like, oh. Oh, that was Aki. I didn't know it was Aki. I was like, damn, who is this little boy? He a problem. I really thought he was the devil. So I was confused. I was like, oh, that wasn't him?
Yeah. I mean, those are some good theories. I'm actually shook by one of them.
I'm going to have to read. The way they got Aki looking, something's wrong with him. He's off.
It's just a lie. He's
No, he off.
Down.
No, he's off.
Oh. She's like, no, shut up. Off.
He wrong. So wrong. Y'all don't look at. Do y'all really look at Aki? Do you look at Chainsawman, the anime, and be like, Aki's normal?
No, I actually kind of do. Actually, when you put it like that, like okay,
hey, Miss Koala, thank you for stopping by.
He's being led with blinders on for this unattainable vengeance against the Gun Devil. Yeah, he's
too calculated to be that stupid. He doesn't strike me as a person completely consumed by rage, and he has no room for logic.
When I was pointing out, and I don't think he doesn't have room for logic, but he was saying himself when, like, during the battle with the Eternity Devil, like, I can't do this on my own. I need people. I need strong people. I need people that are capable to fight this devil with me. And Denji, I can't let you kill him because he's that person. He knows he needs additional.
He the gun devil. He needs them so he can gather up the body faster. He can't do it by himself. He can't do it by himself.
This man can fly from country to country in seconds.
How much they got? They got 5 kilograms total, with like 6 point something kilograms total.
Yeah.
After all this slaughtering.
I'm saying the Gun Devil, I don't think he's looking for these. These are just pieces that's flying off of his body while he doing what he do.
There's a description of something on my dick. But if the Gun Devil, they're trying to put together these pieces to figure out where his body is.
Yeah, they're just using it as like a beacon. Like,
but why is his body in pieces? Because he been missing in action.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So remember that first scene where Aki's house, not first scene, but when Aki's house got completely blown away. Like, I thought it was some kind of attack where it was like some pressure. And
you said that was just him moving.
That was just him moving. So he's going at that lightning speed. That when you'll understand a little bit more when you actually.
I do, but I feel like Aki is a little off. He off.
Be teetering.
Even the way he walk is weird.
Get off of Aki.
No, Aki walks weird, and he has psycho eyes. Like, y'all really be so blind? Y'all be so blind to y'all face. Y'all don't see
their profession. Bree, look at their job.
Even old crazy girl don't have them eyes.
Kobeni, she got worse eyes.
When she's actively scared, she has those eyes. But Aki be looking like that walking around.
No, she got
on a Tuesday at 12. On a Tuesday at 12, Aki got Sanpaku eyes.
Aki's eyes wasn't like that during that amazing wake up scene.
Exactly, which means something's off. He's snapping. He's weird now. Aki's weird. Did you see how this man was walking? You saw that scene when they was in the hallway walking to go see the future demon?
Yes, because did you see
how his arms was moving when he was walking?
I didn't take complete notice.
You didn't see it? Who walks like This man is not human.
You're also about to go down and meet some unidentified devil.
And he wasn't shook at all. I'm on to Aki. I like Aki. He's giving me my favorite aesthetic scenes. I really do like him. But he off. Something wrong with him. That's all. It
ain't a trauma or nothing. It ain't none of that.
No, it's not. Because he would be more like, what's her name? Kobeni?
Kobeni.
Yeah, he would be more like that. He's not like that.
Kobeni doesn't have crazy motivations to do anything related to Devil Hunters besides make money.
Yeah, Kobeni is literally me. Like, she was like, why don't you quit? Well, they about to give us some raises. I'm trying to get this bonus.
Right.
Trying to get this bonus.
But I feel like with him, there's just so much emotional wrapped up, and then everything that just continues to happen. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch these again and look at it from that angle to see if I agree at all. Because I don't know.
I always say I got my eyes on you, Aki.
I can't wait. This season needs to come back so bad.
It do need to come back.
We get left with that one little image of this dark-haired woman.
Yeah.
Talking about Denji.
Right. Is that his mama? Because we ain't heard nothing about her.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
Because we have not heard anything about his mama.
His mama.
Because his dad died. I can't remember what happened to his mom. I might have missed it. It might have been Blade.
That probably could have been explained in that first episode because I don't remember either.
Me either. I know his dad was in some stuff and going through it.
Yeah, he owed the Yakuza $53 billion.
Now I'm trying to figure out what the fuck poster was though. What he is? I want to know. But that's kind of my theories. I can't ask you because you're ready to daddy issues. Speaking of daddy issues, we gonna roll over to Bleach.
Oh, look at the segue queen.
Ichigo daddy fine, so
yes, Ishin.
He was not that swole. Okay, so he be skinny when he not in his. Maybe it's a Soul Reaper outfit. He be looking swole when he's Soul Reaper.
We mentioned that before when we was talking about the character designs from before and now, and I was like, Ishin, before he revealed himself as a Shinigami, he was kind of like skinny.
Yeah, because he was skinny in that flashback
through the window.
Right.
So, yeah, and all of a sudden you become a Shinigami and you just thick out the. Like,
thicker than a circle.
And in the best way too. Yeah. You can get Suga Tensho me, baby.
Mm-hmm. I would have left the Quincy's for that. He's a stuffy, skinny ass Quincy. A big boy.
Okay. Let's big boy.
That song in my head. Rashawn was waiting for us to say Bleach just so he could say Bleach trash. Why that song been in my head?
Damn.
Bleach is not trash. You're gonna have to defend your argument.
I think it was trash. Yeah, defend that argument because I've been enjoying some of what I've been seeing. I've been really enjoying some stuff I got a problem with, and we'll talk about it because it's just it's like, here's the plot, here's the holes, put a plus sign there.
The holes get bigger like hollow holes.
Right.
Gaping.
So where we left off last time was, did we leave off after the Unohana fight?
It had like just started, I think.
Just started.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Let's take it like section by section, or maybe just hit different characters and sum up their whole thing. So Unohana, we just off the top. I want to start off by saying I'm so happy to see this. I'm so fed, but I'm pissed because you cannot just give all of this lore dump about Unohana and then immediately kill her.
We never saw it.
We never saw it. You never really gave me a reason as to why she never lifted a finger in some of these most dire moments. You got the strongest captain behind the actual commander.
But I think Genryu's side was limiting that. He didn't want her to die.
Gotcha, bitch. Well, she made the active choice to not be that version of Unohana anymore after she saw that she was not as strong as Kenpachi, and she was the reason for Kenpachi putting limiters on himself. I guess she just loved battle that bad.
I think don't they naturally just limit each other though? Because there can only really be one Kenpachi.
That's not like a magical thing, though. Okay. That's just a title. You can't be Kenpachi unless... Which, that's also a plot hole, because if she's the first Kenpachi, and you can only pass the title off if you kill the previous Kenpachi...
Why is he Kenpachi?
But he wouldn't even have been the second or the third or the fourth. I think he would have been the seventh or something like that.
But I'm just saying, but he is Kenpachi.
But
in name, but not in... He wasn't the Kenpachi.
But that's what I'm saying. None of them were. If Kenpachi wasn't, there was never another Kenpachi because she was always alive.
Right.
Like that. I thought
that's what I said. She was the Kenpachi.
Yeah, she was the original. She's the one that created the title. So it's like, I guess you just pass it on.
I'm glad she's dead because you're a waste of space. And maybe Genryu's side was like holding her back because Rick Fox the first thing he did, as the new leader said, put them in a box. We're finna get this over with because it's absolutely ridiculous. We sitting on this gold mine of power.
Mm.
And I guess she was just like, but okay, it's a little confusing for me still. So is it like she couldn't be her full power while he was alive, or she just swore off that? Because I just feel like when you saw your man getting his ass beat, if it was just a honor thing, then what was up? Like, I'm just confused. Like, is this really, is it spiritual? Is it a spiritual limit? Or is this just...
So this is the breakdown of this whole situation. So Unohana was, traveling the world trying to find, she was just killing everybody, any and everybody, trying to find a competitor. And then this is also stupid. The bitch walked by this mountain I'm talking about legit mountain of bodies. And we were supposed to believe she didn't see that until she turned around. That dude was like, did you do this? And she said, do what? And looked at the body and she was like, I didn't do, like, you ain't see that bitch?
No.
Anyway, she finally found Kenpachi as a kid. They battled. Kenpachi was he wasn't like completely dusting her, but like that was the first time she found somebody that could like challenge her, and he ended up actually being stronger than her. So in that fight, Kenpachi realized he was having so much fun. Both of them are battle praised. That's the caveat to all of this. They both love battling so much. It's at the heart of who they are. So Rick Fox was like, if they cross swords again in this present day and they reactivate that type of situation, one of them, they're not going to leave. They're going to fight to the death, fully. So he knew if he was to unlock Kenpachi's powers in this way, one of them were going to die. So that's why I think he held off on that. Or
so it's kind of like her and Kenpachi just kind of had this truth. Like, they were suppressing themselves, like... Well,
no, it was only Kenpachi. Kenpachi loved battle so much that when he realized in his mind that he was going to defeat Unohana, he subconsciously put limiters on himself in that moment.
Right.
And Unohana realized that, and she...
Right, so it was like his respect. He put that, so it was kind of like a mental...
Yeah.
That he had.
Yeah, exactly. But he wasn't aware of it until, and that's what she also explained, each time, and I'm glad they did this because it did give some depth to his previous fights. Each time he got in a fight with Ichigo, with Nodora, with anybody that really gave him a challenge, he would subconsciously move forward a little bit in getting back to what his original power was. So in the training, Unohana was killing him over and over and over and over and over again. And each time she healed him, he would like remember like portions of his strength. So that's why that fight was necessary.
He had forgot who he was.
He had forgot who he was.
And that's why he couldn't connect with his Zanpakuto.
Exactly. And so, and now that he's there and he has all this strength and everything, and his Zanpakuto is now recognizing him, that's just where he was without a Shikai, being able to defeat Unohana. So now he has Shikai.
I can't wait. That's why I'm like, you ain't gonna say Bleach trash, because they was giving me what we all know we wanted to know. Where is Kenpachi's Zanpakuto? I've been wondering that since
if we do get a Bankai with Kenpachi, I can't even. What does that look like?
I don't know. We don't know anything.
Throw out theories real quick. What do you think? Well, number one, what do you think his Shikai is? Does it have an ability? Is it just a bigger sword? I can't even
figure out, because we really don't know. He's only used brute force to fight.
Right.
So it's hard to know.
Because that's one thing we know about the people of the Zanpakutos in that division. All of their Zanpakutos are, besides one of them, which is the feather on the eyes guy, he secretly had a special thing. But all of theirs is physical. So, like, what do you think is the edge to his physicality?
I would think it would have to be some kind of like bloodlust ability.
You think
if it made any sense? Kind of like the more you whatever, the stronger he gets or something like that. Like some kind of like bloodlust. Yeah, like it's gonna be something related to bloodlust and like just taking attacks. Like, the more damage him or you attack him, or you got one of them buffs. The closer he gets to death, the stronger it's gonna be.
I can see that. That feels like that would lean up in his ability.
Yeah, what you think? Because did you read the manga?
No, I've read portions of, like, I know certain things that are going to happen, and I do know of somebody's Bankai. I know 2 people's Bankai. I'm not going to tell you who, and you'll figure that out. But 2 people, we're going to see 2 people's Bankais. But I know who those are.
Is Renji going to die? Because that's all I really want.
That's all I really want. No, I don't think Renji's going to die.
Oh, damn. Hey, Inya. Good to see you.
Going to die.
I mean, but I'm just still trying to figure out why we shouldn't saying it's trash. Because I enjoyed it. I mean, they had some little side segments that felt, like you said, the plot holes. What did you think about the backstory? Because I don't know if I saw all of it, but I think I saw the backstory. I missed episode 13.
Oh, Nothing But the Rain. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I really did. I liked it more than I liked Turn Back the Pendulum when they went back 100 years and we saw the old Vipers as captains. Yeah. I like this one a lot just because it was when I say it was a dump of information, I'm talking about it was so much.
That feels a way to me. Like there's so much dumping, and I don't know. It just, but it's shown in. I enjoyed
it though. I
enjoyed the flashback dumps, but I just feel like if this wasn't shown in, we could actually be living through that instead of just like these flashbacks. It was like, well, if you were gonna if you was gonna do fillers though, like I would have no, but I'm saying, but like. For the fillers we got that I had no care in the world for, I would have preferred to
elongated this.
We could have just go back and see Genryu Sai as a young captain, or like see the parents like together. I would have even watched Ichigo parents run a little clinic. Like if we were just gonna do some random,
put her in the room.
That's what,
because I would have loved to see that versus all this other bullshit we got. I would have loved to see Turn Back the Pendulum in a whole season. I would have loved to see this Nothing But the Rain in a full season, like you said.
Just see Ichigo Daddy fighting, like him being a soul reaper, like him being in a soul. Like can we
shout out to that little bit that we did see though, because I really enjoyed. Yeah. Seeing Ishin interact with the captains that we know and love and all that, like seeing him pick up Tokyo, that took me. And then the fact that he was just so fine with it, and he was so funny, like when he was like, somebody ate, I'm gonna just call it matcha. I can't remember what he had in there, but he was like, somebody ate my matcha, until she was like, oh shit. But we need to get back to the real shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I would have loved that. Hey, Clue, welcome to the show. I would have loved that. Like, that's the kind of fillers I could have got behind. Like,
And I was gagged a little bit that he was third seat and Big Boobs was actually lieutenant at the time. Rangiku.
He was third. Yeah.
So Toshiro was third seat and she was the lieutenant. So she was supposed to be captain, and if you're just looking at the format before Toshiro, but he was like, "You lazy as fuck. You're not about to be there."
Right,
no,
you're right. You're right. You got it.
Right.
That'll be.
And
you got
he wasn't nowhere near Bankai, so he was already working on his Bankai training, so that was given.
I'm just trying to figure out where this story is.
Oh yeah, so that was the last episode was we saw. Well, do you want me to?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, so in the last episode, so he got sent away from the royal. What's it called?
Yeah, he got kicked out of the.
There you go.
No, because that was before. Wasn't it the episode? Okay, so they picked back up after the parent side story. They picked back up after that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he got sent away, because he was like, "You're not a Shinigami. Only Shinigamis can be here. Like, get the fuck out." But we didn't realize at the time that was just him pushing him to learn who he was and his whole backstory. And I'm sorry to everybody that watched the show. I fully spoiled that his mama was a Quincy. I totally thought that was just. I don't know why
I knew that.
Saw that.
Yeah,
I think I saw that in maybe that got spoiled for me and I didn't realize it was a spoiler. I thought they was just like, oh, you didn't know his mama was a Quincy?
Yeah, I knew he had Quincy Hollow. My husband told me that. Yes. Like he's Quincy Hollow.
Really...
something. Because my husband's read everything.
Oh, gotcha.
So he knew. So he told me.
They didn't point that out in previous episodes. Like I thought that might have been where I got it from. And I was just thinking in my head, oh yeah, I mean, his mama could be in Quincy, but maybe he just never got the powers. He only got Shinigami powers. But that was really dope. I love seeing Misaki. Like that her contribution to the fight with White was dope.
I like it.
She was so clean.
And that's just he's gonna end up. So that's why he like, or I don't know. reminded me of.
Orange hair, big boobs.
Orange hair, big boobs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, story he made to story.
But that headshot when he sunk the teeth into her shoulder, and I love the expressions when the character know they about to do something badass.
I gotta go back and watch it because I was putting on my makeup while it was playing. I might have missed it.
Oh, and the biggest part of that was this. Ichigo figure out who he was, and he knows the full story. And he goes back to the Soul Palace with all this like new confidence. He goes back to that pit with the Asahi.
I gotta watch that. Mm-hmm.
And we see his new form.
Oh, they showed it. Okay, let me go watch it. Then I was like, is it? And it's Sheeta. Let me go see what his new form is. Let's look at it right now. Let's look at it. Because
I mean, shit. I think watch party.
Watch party.
I only seen the finale once. I'll watch it again.
We gonna have to start doing our watch parties again because there's so much anime on right now. Like,
yeah, and I'm in the zone. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like otaku this, otaku that. I be falling off. I be taking hard off of anime sometimes.
I'm definitely not like I feel like I'm like an anime content creator, but like only to the degree I want to watch it. Like. Mm-hmm. You definitely not gonna have me out here like just watching stuff for the sake of hype. Like I'm just not like Blue Lock. Everybody's talking about not watching it. I
keep hearing about Blue Lock, and I've been having that battle to myself. I'm like,
are you gonna watch it?
Because I did see a clip of a match, and I was like, leave it to anime to turn soccer, baseball, all this into
I'm not a sports anime person.
But it'd be hilarious to me though, because they really be acting like these are like full on battles, powering up and shit.
Why everybody so extra?
Turning Super Saiyan before they about to.
Oh, it says Ichigo learns the truth about old man Zangetsu and gets his new something.
Oh yes,
is that it?
You get the reveal of Zangetsu.
Okay, good. Let's
you gotta. It's a great finale.
I'm gonna go
explain himself yet.
He didn't because he don't have no reason. No, he's ignoring us. He's ignoring us. He's saying hey to everybody except his illogical conclusion.
I am so sorry, y'all, if y'all are saying hey to me or anything, because I have the screen kind of.
He purposely not. Wait, what? Okay, we're gonna go over to the screen share and hopefully I have the sound on.
何を思って見てるチャンイチグラサンなんかかけてたら炎の色が見えねえだろうがが君に触れた瞬間に白く染まった理由に俺の中のフォローみたいだフォローささっきの朝打ちにはこの残白刀を引き出すきっかけになってもらったホワイトと名付けられたアイゼンの作ったフォローはそれはくしくもうちの朝打ちたちの成り立ちと同じだチャンイチの残白刀となった残月と別れを告げることになるって残白刀のふりをしていた男のことを残月のこの人は残月違うよく見ろソウルソサエティを蹂躙する敵としてウインシーの力その姿は1000年前のユーハ・バッハだ
That was a spoiler. That was a spoiler.
It was.
I was thinking he looked like that crusty ass man. Okay.
どうしてまっすぐあいつのところへ行ったのかどうしてあいつを一番重要な敵誰かを思い出しそうになったことも残月
聞いた通りだがそして私は残月ではない
ユーハバッハなのか
Hold on, I can't hear you over. It's loud. I can't.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
本当にあんた残月じゃねえのかよ
ユーハバッハでありユーハバッハではないも私はお前の中のクイーンシーの力の根源
わかんねえよ敵なのか味方なのか今までのあんたの言葉は嘘だったのか
味方でもないだが言葉にも嘘はない私がお前に残白刀の扱い方を教えるときいつもフォローの力を借りていたことをお前の命を救ったのが 私ではなくフォローだったということを。育ちきらぬお前本来の力を抑え込み、自らがお前の力の中心に居座った。お前が死神になってしまえばいやおうなしに戦いに巻き込まれる。そしていずれ必ず私自身の手でお前を殺さねばならなくなるだろう。お前は死神への道を歩んでいった。その姿を見るたびに私の心は音を立てて揺らいだのだ。お前の意志を助ける方へと傾いていった。そして身を引けるごとに喜びさえ感じている。お前の成長を私はずっと傍らで見守ることができた。満足だ。
待ってくれ残月。
もうお前自身の力で戦っていいのだ。持っていけ満月だ。
あんたはクイーンシーの力を貸して弱かった俺を立たせてくれた。あんたもあいつもきっとどっちも残月なんだ。
その残月たちと。
残月、俺の邪魔をするなとも言わない。俺自身で戦う。ありがとう残月。
But that was a good cut, actually. So that's okay. So that was a spoiler. Who was that person? Let me block. Oh no, that was on TikTok. That was on TikTok.
It was also in the fucking intro too. Like
it was right.
They clearly put Zangetsu and then faded him into Yuvabak. Like
okay, and then he had the two swords, right?
Did he have the two swords?
Yeah, in the intro, yeah. Because he was walking along the grass.
Is that the very
at the end, like when he walking in the grass and you see the two swords.
Have I always missed it?
I thought we talked about it.
Did we?
That's why I be skipping intros now. Because I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. Like, I'm so sick of them.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But it looks dope. I'm like, the Shikai's nice and everything. I want to see the Bankai already. I want to see what the clothes looking like. I love how people's Ryatsu turn into designers.
I'm just struggling to figure out this Quincy the King. Like, what? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm like...
Here's another explanation of that. So, because listen, as soon as that finale was over, I went to all the YouTubers.
I was just like, what is his deal? Like, he... Yeah, what he was...
So, that whole thing happened. The White was pretty much, at that time, the amalgamation of all of their holification experimentation, Aizen, Tosen, and Gin.
Okay.
And so, the thing is, each time that the hollow explodes, like that big red thing after Masaki took his head off, he passed on the holification to a Quincy instead of another Shinigami.
Oh, hold on. Hey, Yella, welcome. This is the party of three. This Jingle Bell music was going to be loud as fuck, so I was like, welcome Raiders. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're just finishing up talking about, we're talking about Bleach now. We talked about Chainsawman, a new anime for the winter. So yeah, you've come in at the conversation about the last episode of Bleach, I think. Yeah, episode 13.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, so spoiler warning if you haven't seen the finale, because it was
Why is it playing again? Hold on, the Ray music plays again. Oh no, my alert's double. Go ahead. I don't know why does
it's Christmas spirit. It was like, hey, we're still here. Even in January, we still here. So yeah, when that happened, he passed off the amalgamation of both a Hollow and a Shinigami to a Quincy. So Ichigo had all these abilities in him, really, but there was no real, because he didn't know who he was, he didn't know his history. All of that stuff was kind of up in the air. So we initially thought that the Zangetsu, based off of when Yorichi taught him how to go into his Bankai, that was when I think that was our first introduction of Zangetsu, maybe the second. Oh yeah, that was the second introduction to him. So in that moment, we imagined Zangetsu to be what we now know to be Yhwach from 1,000 years ago. And the reason he took that image in Ichigo is because any Quincy powers are derived from Yhwach.
Right.
Yhwach is like the father of the Quincy's. So I feel like if anybody was in this situation with the Quincy powers, they would have that visage of him. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So it was just throughout his training and throughout seeing Ichigo progress, like that entity like really started to develop this relationship with him. And like during saying that goodbye, it really felt like he was saying goodbye to his dad to me, because I really felt like that was a relationship that they eventually formed. And come to find out, this whole time, the Hollow White was his actual Zanpakuto spirit. The whole time it was
right, and he thought we all thought it was Zangetsu. Well,
yeah, I was thinking I was just thinking the obvious, like, oh, that's just an embodiment of these hollow powers that are manifesting in him. So that just only makes sense. But yeah, apparently it was a switcheroo. That was his Zanpakuto the whole time.
The Hollow need to learn how to talk. We could have just said it the whole time.
But that's why I wanted to.
But he was always around, though.
He was.
He was always there. He was always there.
And that's why I wanted you to see the scene before that, because it was him entering the pit again with all the Asauchi. And before, they was violently attacking him and Renji. But this time when he went down in that pit, I'm talking about they just fell in line. They spread out. They all got on their knees. And it was up to Ichigo at this point to choose whichever one he felt like at that point, because they all made themselves available to him. So he just was walking through the sea of swords like he didn't give a fuck about none of them until he got to the end. There was one more. They all had turned black, but there was one that was white. And once he shook his hand, it like broke away and it like revealed white. And when I tell you, I got a little emotional.
Even that whole thing of like, you know, him saying goodbye to old man Zangetsu and like, I don't know, that was like that's emotional.
Yeah.
No. That's our daddy. Like we came up with Ichigo. Like we didn't know nothing about Soul Reaper. Old man Zangetsu been carrying our ass through. I don't know.
Ishin wasn't doing shit.
Right. I don't know. I feel that. He said I gotta catch up next. So you talking trash and you ain't even seen it all. What was the last thing you even saw?
He said the fight with Unohana.
But did you see the end though? Because that was also fire.
And even, I'm sorry, going back to that fight with Unohana, that was some of the best just sword fighting, I want to say, in Bleach. I'm still pissed.
It was trash though. You quit. When did you quit? Because you missed like the whole point of everything if you quit. When did you quit? Because Kenpachi...
He said, this ain't Hunter x Hunter. I don't want to watch this no more.
Kenpachi, hearing his Zanpakuto speaking to him shook me. That was emotional.
Too much.
Yeah, and then they started going into Ichigo's backstory. Okay. They started going into his backstory pretty much after that. So that was a good episode. And then they go into who he is and like kind of revealing all this stuff. So I don't know. I think it's worth watching. You get a little backstory about his parents. And what was the episode before when they were doing the training? That was kind of in there. I feel like in the previous season that would have been a whole ass filler. So, but just them going through the different palaces training would have been like a filler, like back in the day.
That was another thing. We finally got to see the palace.
Yeah.
The king of Soul Society lives. Yeah. And that was something we've been waiting on for.
That would have been a whole filler back in the day. So I'm glad it was Ichigo and the Zero Squad Kingdom was.
I'm just irritated about how the Soul Society is ran. I'm irritated about it all. Because I feel like all y'all niggas are stupid. Everybody. Because you got 5 niggas whose strength apparently to combine just shits on the Gote 13.
They be lying.
Just shits on.
No, they be lying. I'm convinced that, because I'm just like, so at what point does it? At what point does Nova rain these sounds? What point do y'all decide we should step in?
That's what I'm saying. They're like this. Like after I watched the finale, I was like, I need answers. So this part might be a little spoilery, but I'm willing to do that because I'm irritated. So spoiler warning. This ain't like crazy spoiler, but it's just more information that we don't fully know yet. I think the reason that they say that the Zero Division never comes down to Soul Society is because their main job, their sole job, is to protect the Soul King.
Okay.
What? Name one enemy that has ever been even close to attacking the Soul King that hasn't made his way through Soul Society. Y'all bitches gonna get a warning. At this point, it's been 2000. It's been.
I mean, but at what point does the Soul King like step in? Because
now I don't know all of this. I know the.
Or when do they step in? Because the Soul Society just got ran through.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the part that I'm still waiting to get revealed, because all I know is the reason why they never came to Soul Society is because they say that their job is dedicated to protecting the Soul King at all costs. Blah blah blah. But I'm sitting here like, Yhwach, I feel like that's his goal, to get up there and do what he got to do.
Yeah.
And he's sitting here like destroying Soul Society.
That's what I'm saying.
How about y'all leave everybody up there and to maybe bring the strongest down, just to
send one person.
If y'all got niggas that can heal and create all these Zanpakutos, how about you just spend your time creating?
But then, as the Soul King, he's like, as long as I exist, I can make another Soul Society. Is that why he just so not bothered by it?
No,
is that possible? That. Because I'm just saying, like, as the Soul King, like, well, if everybody dead, I mean, maybe ain't nothing to be king over. So maybe he just have to stay alive.
If the Gote 13's power is what it is, which is supposed to be just crazy, I mean, let's include the original captain, Genryu signing that, and then the Zero Division is supposed to be just shits on the Gote 13, and they're the Soul King's protectors. Right. I'm imagining the Soul King is just stupid. So maybe he could have the ability to just
he could probably make like he has to exist. Yeah.
That might be a theory. Yeah, that might be something that could happen, because it just does not make any sense how you don't delegate. Bitch, ain't that the basic rule of management, is to learn how to
That sounds like if you're a king and you just like, well, my whole kingdom being slaughtered. I mean...
And like gruesomely, these niggas are getting taken out by like 15 niggas.
Oh, he said there are major spoilers with the Soul King. Okay, well, don't tell us no spoilers for the Soul King. I guess that means it's gonna make sense later.
Okay. Cool. Right. Yeah, because I want to say, if I had to quantify the information that I know outside of where we are now, I'd say it's like 10% of the story. I probably know. Like just little key things that I've gotten through videos, trying to find some information about one subject, but getting fed a little bit too much.
Right. I'm trying to resist the urge to go into spoilers. So, I mean, there's a lot of good TV to keep me like occupied, so I don't have time to go and read spoilers for other things. But I don't know. So after we've seen the full first season of Chainsawman and Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc, what do you rate each one? And y'all can tell me in the chat as well what you give for whatever you watch.
I'm gonna say, if it wasn't for feeling like that moment with him smoking that cigarette, I felt like it was a little. It took me out of it just a little bit. That animation jarred me.
It was nighttime. Let me see. I gotta see this, because I don't recall it being.
Because it just was not up to par from what we've been seeing every step of the way. And it was like it's supposed to be such a gut-wrenching scene of him actually smoking a cigarette. And I was just I
thought it was supposed to be like, I've resolved that within my soul. It is well with my soul.
If we're going to go back out to that balcony, Bree, and we saw him on the balcony with Himeno, we saw Aki on the balcony by himself. Just two of the most beautiful scenes.
Okay, he's not gonna let it go. He said critically drinking gives Bleach 5.5 out of 10. Well, you haven't seen the whole season, so we're gonna nullify your votes. I'm about to block him. Really, But honestly, I'm gonna give Bleach a 7.5 out of 10.
I was teetering on 8. I was teetering on 8.
He said he gives Chainsaw Man an 8 out of 10 based on snippets. I'm gonna give Chainsaw Man a 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna give Chainsaw Man a 9 as well. I'm settling on 8 for Bleach, and I give Chainsaw Man a 9.
Well, we is not finna watch this dub season. Oh well, they're not talking. They don't say anything. Oh, they don't have it. It's yeah. I think those are fair. You know. I already said before the season started, I just want to know about Kenpachi, and if y'all don't give me that in this first season, I'm not watching this shit. So I'm happy.
You did say that.
Yeah. Why can't I find this up?
The only reason I give Bleach a 8 is just because there's still stuff that I feel is kind of just thrown in for the sake of satisfying us, which it just kind of is underwhelming when you think about all the ways they could have set this up throughout the seasons even more. Right. Like if you really knew this is where you're going with Anohana, there could have been so much more, I feel like, more satisfying foreshadowing that would have paid off a lot more. Now, the only stuff that really pays off with Unohana in her past appearances is the fact that everybody was so intimidated by her just being in her presence. Like everybody, that scene with that squad of Iron Car just turned the fuck around when she showed up. It makes sense now, but yeah, it does not.
Yeah, so a few more payoffs to really be like, oh, I mean, like how they did with Kenpachi. Like I feel like they built it up. Like you've been waiting and waiting. You're like, oh, like all these things come together, and I think that makes it so much more satisfying. So I do agree. I wish they would have did that more with her. But we found the infamous scene where you claim it was looking real Naruto-esque. It was kind of looking like,
make this as big as you can because I need to see what this looks like.
I feel like
maybe I was tripping because I always watch Chainsaw Man High because it's just it's a vibe, but
I don't recommend watching Chainsaw Man High. Okay, so here we go. I mean, they was at the end of the season. Maybe the budget was a little low. Maybe
don't be backpedaling before we even press play.
Maybe the budget was a little low. You talking about this? I feel like they have these moments.
Let's just keep it going.
Over these wrinkles on his sweatpants. Relaxing as fuck though.
It is relaxing.
It's actually relaxing as fuck.
But it was like when he first came out of the walk-in door, like the way
it was a little blocky. It was a little blocky.
Him sitting down, it did get a little better. Him pulling out a cigarette was fine. I think in these shots where it's a little zoomed out a little bit more, it looks a little weird.
Yeah.
Like both of those shots were zoomed.
It does. It has this like kind of shaky quality to it, like you know, like hand drawn, like that old. It feels like older. It kind of looks like Naruto to me.
You remember what was that one show on Adult Swim with the coach?
Don't do that. Home
movies. But it feels like somebody turned the stabilization up on home movies.
I hate you. Where's the scene where Himino and Genji? Not see. Is it the end? It's the beginning of the episode 8.
Gunfire.
Yeah.
Is the...
We're not gonna go to the vomit scene. Don't worry. Rashawn's like,
no,
please don't.
That already happened.
Yeah, it was the next morning. Oh.
Yeah, when he turned down the V, and she was like, "You want a sandwich instead, man?"
That he's saving his. Oh, this scene is because I wanted to show it when we talked about it that week. I able to. Like, I mean, if you look.
誰がゲロ女とヤクかよ。
俺は初めてはマキマさんって決めたんだ。
And also maybe because him, Aki's porch ain't Aoki's balcony ain't got shit on him.
I'm about to say, dang, this balcony is hilarious.
It's nice.
This is a nice balcony.
Space.
Greenery.
I might have to kill a devil hunter. I mean, I might have to kill a devil or two if that's the pay.
He said, "Why Crunchyroll look like the hood?" You
普通この状況とか気まずくて帰ると思うんだけど。
はあ？ただ飯食うのになんで帰るんだよ。
I do think there's more detail. Like her face here, I just love it. Like it's more detailed. The line art is smoother here.
Yeah, and I just love Denji's facial expression.
This is a $9 million balcony in America.
よし。私がデンジ君とマキマさんをくっつけてあげようか。
マジ？
And there was a moment where, do you remember Family Guy? Where Peter was watching Phantom of the Opera, and he was like, "Show us the gross half of your face. Show us the."
Nah, we don't need a new a Viserys replay taking off their little mask at the table. Like we're eating Viserys. We're eating.
Look at all that. Oh my god, man! I don't even know her rank. You can tell me in the end after the conversion.
乗った。同盟組もうぜ。
じゃあ今日から私たちは
Now I ain't gonna lie, they putting more love on him than they doing on Denji.
If they put all the love on him, you know, like she's
really
getting
are.
all
They
the
got
line
Denji.
art energy. Cause they was in there like, we gonna draw these eyelashes, we gonna draw everything. Like, I mean, do you think that they purposely did the line art that way to some degree? I told you, I think what's his name is going crazy. Something wrong with him. He off. You want me to show you when he was walking weird? You're not gonna be able to unsee it.
Yeah. Show me that. Show me that.
You're not gonna be able to unsee it. Cause I was like, why is this man walking like this? Is it here? Why his feet so little? Not me dragging Aki. I like Aki, y'all. Let me not.
I love Aki. That's why I'm like, leave my nigga alone.
Cause he off.
Oh wait, is that what you're talking about? How the hands going in front of?
But it was like it had a certain angle though. Like it was like when they kept talking, it was looking at down on him, and it was just like, why is his arm? He looks like trying to pretend to be human.
Oh damn! Yeah, okay, yeah. Now, this is the first time I'm agree with your ass. You're watching too hard. He's trying so hard to be human.
You see how he walking? I was like, why is Aki walking like this though? Like, he off. I'm gonna try to it's like one part where it's really bad. Like, look, who walks like this?
Okay, you're right. That is a little exaggerated. Bitch, you getting them muscle movements here. He said, I'm gonna get it worked out too while we speak.
Literally nobody walks like that. I tried. Okay. I literally was so disturbed by it. I tried to do it in my house.
Reacted.
He reacted. I was like, how would you have to actually move to walk like that? It's not possible. This man is not human.
Yeah, you really got to be pumping. Like, you got to be on a Rihanna Fenty show for your arms to be going like that. You really do. Like, you got to have a mission. But that kills me though. You out here, like, he is trying so hard to be human, y'all. I'm saying,
wait,
like, it's just...
wait, hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Okay,
but yeah,
can you hear me?
That tickled me so bad. Yeah, so thank you for that. Oh, you can
Are
hear
you
me?
muted? No.
No.
Y'all hear me?
So
I see it moving up when you talking.
Around your head if you can hear me.
Can y'all hear?
Like a helicopter. North Carolina.
That weird thing.
Take your shirt off. Switch your around your head. Spin like
y'all can hear?
Oh wait, y'all can hear me.
That weird. My speaker when I get up, it's like, how does it know?
I'll take this time to work on my hook. Birds flying.
Okay, I can hear you now. I don't know why my computer did. What'd you say?
I was in the middle of my Nina Simone cover, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. I see Nova did a bunch of sound alerts. But yeah, I just wanted to rest my case about Aki B.
You're gonna have to pump it on that.
What you mean?
You're gonna pump it on that. It was one odd emotional walk that he had.
Okay, so y'all saw that in the chat. Did y'all think that walk was weird? Did y'all think that walk was weird?
Off that one walk.
As a group of animators that took the time to animate a demon doing this, I definitely think that walk was on purpose.
It's in my belly.
It was weird. I don't know. I think it was on purpose. That walk wasn't emotional. It was lizard-like.
Oh my god!
He literally was like this. Nobody walks like that. It was a Mark Zuckerberg Roy Rage walk. I didn't see it distracted. That walk was off. Am I okay? Is my hunch? You're not gonna tell me.
No, I know. I just had.
He was slithering upright.
In this moment, in this very scene, ain't shit going on with Aki besides dealing with shit. Like y'all are killing me.
That's why I say he gonna snap. He's just a little off. That's all I'm saying. He's gonna snap because he seems off.
It was. I got a question.